Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. So the first card to have Pisces today is number 9, and it says responding, not reacting. Further down, it says the only control we have is in how we respond to the hand we are dealt. Yeah, and if you look at the picture, there are two people out here. There are two kids, it seems like, and they both have long hair. But one is kind of holding the head down. If you see the person on the left, the hair is flowing freely. This person is having their hand on their heads, kind of, like, oh, what happened? Kind of an energy. And the person behind this girl is putting her hand on this. One hand is on the shoulder, one hand is on the back of the neck, like trying to give them a support, a supportive kind of vibe out here. I feel that's what this energy is all about, like not reacting, responding. Like this person's calmly putting their hand on the back of the neck, being there until the first person is able to calm down a little bit, trying to, settle down a little bit in their energies. And that's, I feel, what you are doing. Like, you are not responding immediately. You're not making any gestures. You're not saying things. You're just kind of being there. I'm trying to see how to respond. How to react. How to respond. So you're not reacting impulsively. You are responding in a very collected way, So that's, I feel, a very good and a very empowered way of responding to situations. And I feel that sometimes, whatever our temperament is, sometimes we get mad at what people are saying. Sometimes we just get mad at the situations. But I feel that once we tame ourselves, once we temper ourselves down into, and also train ourselves, and this is like a training of the brain, training of the mind, to not react to things, to be very thoughtful about how would we respond. And this is a very, I would say, a very special quality, a very valued quality to have, actually, when you are able to be very thoughtful in any kind of a situation, whether it be good or challenging. That's how we transmute energies. That's how we transmute situations. And even if it's a challenging situation, we know we are able to think things through. We're able to respond to it in a way or in a manner that is favorable for us. So it's a very cool, calm, collected energy. It's a very thoughtful energy. And you probably were reacting to situations before, but I think that now you have become resilient. You become wiser. And you know how to, kind of handle every situation. And I feel that with this quality, you're able to not only be the support system for other people, but you're also able to handle your own situations with grit, creating more positive outcomes, rather than messing things up by being loud and, howling and yelling and shouting. That messes things up, that burns bridges, that messes up situations, that put burdens and makes it more difficult to handle, causes a lot of delays. I feel that you're bypassing all of that, and you're acting in a way where people, you're acting in a way which is very calm, and people, I feel, are realizing this, are noticing this in you, and they're able to, lean on you for your wisdom, for your qualities. So you're very grounded in your emotions. This is emotional intelligence at its best. It's emotional resilience at its best. And, the thing about it is that with Piscean energy, everybody, I mean, the general collective Piscean energy is to run away from situations, is to escape. But I feel that you're no longer doing that. You're not in your element. You've gone through a major transformation. You know, I don't feel you're escaping situations now. You don't have that reaction that, oh, I'm out of here. At the first challenge, you know, you're not escaping, I feel. Because, you know, general Piscean, and you might have a lot of earth qualities or earthy placements in your chart as well. But, you know, in general, if it's coming for the collective, I feel that there is a transmuting of those Piscean energy. Something has shifted in the collective Piscean energy where you're more grounded in your emotions. So, and I feel that it has come, you have wizened over a period of time. So I might be speaking to a wiser audience. It might be in maybe over 30 or so. I'm not judging the younger Pisceans, but I feel that this has come over a period of time through experiencing, you know, sadness or dissatisfaction over your past reactions. Maybe you've done things that you regretted later. So I do feel that while Piscean, you know, because you're the mutable water sign and there's a lot of depth, I feel that you've tapped into that emotion depth and you've grounded that. So you are coming across as a very earthy element at this point in time. So, but at the same time, I feel that, you know, your watery qualities, which is, you know, your compassion, your empathy is still there. Only the escapism tendencies have tempered down and you have kind of, I would say you have tempered that and you have grounded that. You've grounded your emotions. But the Piscean qualities of empathy, of being supportive, and I also feel that you know, you have this healing energy. This picture over here is very healing, you know. It's like the person is there, you know, supportive. The presence itself is healing. So you have learned how to be there, how to be that supportive presence, and also how to react, how to respond to situations. So, and this will help you, you know, because I feel that you're being very mindful at this point in time. So you might have a lot of, you might be a spiritual person to the people that I'm speaking, or you might have some medication and spiritual practices that you have incorporated in your day-to-day that's grounding you. You know, that song that comes to mind right now is by Marvin. You probably have heard it, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. So that's a beautiful song which I associate with this energy because that song itself speaks to how you respond to any kind of situation, especially to hardships. So I feel that you're able to handle very calmly any kind of situation, whether in family, whether in your personal or professional life, and you're able to harmonize that situation, creating peace rather than chaos. And I feel that you are mindfully responding to situations. You're not being chaotic. You are kind of in a very zen space. So, yeah, I do feel that the collective that I'm speaking to is very spiritual or has taken to spirituality or some modality in some way, shape, or form. So a lot of you, I feel, are kind of taking that pause, like before you write a response, before you send out an email, before you send out a message or text, or even, you know, choosing better words, not trying to argue with people. But if you find yourself in a situation which is argumentative, you're still tuning in your you know, you're still toning it down, you're choosing kinder words so that it doesn't end up in a heated argument. So there are a lot of changes I feel that people might be noticing inside of you or even in your external environment. You know, you might feel that people are more supportive of you. They are more calm, you know, around you. Or you have a calmer presence, more calm presence in their life. Further down it says, in the line turns, flow, respond with water's wisdom. Your choices shift the star's grand design. So you are using your depth, but you're using it to handle situations very calmly. And this is like a different kind of an energy that I'm getting from the collective Pisceans. So great job with whatever you have been doing, Pisces. The next card you have, Pisces, is the sea serpent. And this clearly is a water energy. And It's all about the depths here, the DEPTHS, right? Because this is a very deep energy, very, I would say, mysterious or mystical energy, which is very rightly associated with the Piscean collective. Now, this is about the sea serpent is mainly transformation, because this is the Ouroboros. Changes that we make, the things that we do differently, how we shed our skins, you know, and we do it on a daily basis. We kind of remove the habits that are not working for us. It could be in any way, shape, or form. Our eating habits, our sleeping habits, the way we deal with situations, the way we dress up, any kind of habit where it's not working for us. We feel that it's outdated, outmoded, and we want to upgrade and evolve. And this is like a common thing that happens on a day-to-day level for us. But here, there is something more deeper than that. You know, it's like our inner strength that cannot be seen. Yeah, we cannot see our inner strength from the surface. We cannot tell how strong anybody is. And this is what the sea serpent speaks about. This is the powerful force which, you know, kind of works at the unseen level, at the spiritual level, or the emotional level. Our emotions are really powerful, and so is our spirituality, and so is our intuition. You know, these are powerful forces that we cannot see on the surface, but they are the ones that guide the change. It's our emotions, it's our thoughts. We cannot read anyone's thoughts, and thoughts are powerful. So these are powerful forces, and especially the sea serpent, we're talking at the sea level, which is the watery level. And that's our subconscious, our emotions, our spirituality and intuition. Those are the powerful forces that are unseen to anyone. But that's what drives us. That's what shapes our reality. And that force makes things visible on the outside. Like when we're driven, you know, so strongly driven, we feel so strongly about a cause. Nobody can see it, how passionate we are. But once we manifest it, once we put in the work and energy to manifest it, because we're passionate, because emotionally we feel a strong connection to it, what's manifested is what's seen to the outer world. That's what people are able to see, and they know how passionate we were. But on the surface, without the actual creation, nobody knows what's working inside of your emotions. Now, the sea serpent is also about how deeply we feel things. It's also, of course, the creativity. Creativity is also associated with the water element. It's also our intuition. It's our inner knowing. It's our wisdom. Nobody knows how wise we are until we open our mouth and say things, or until we actually put our wisdom to use, you know, in a constructive and practical manner. This is also the creativity that fuels us, the things that are created in the world, all the creative things. Creativity doesn't have to be just creative arts. It can be creativity in every aspect of our life, in every facet, whether it's transport, communications, architecture. Everything is creative these days. You know, and that creative flow comes from our, the unseen world. Similarly, how we respond and react to situations, you just have that card, of responding and not reacting. So all of that emotional intelligence cannot be seen, but only we know it once those situations are upon us. So this is that soulfulness, that deepness, the depth, the purpose that we all associate with. So I feel that, this energy Pisces, and of course it's very normal for you guys to be, very intuitive. The collective Piscean energy feels deeply. Even before you think, you feel, it's the heart space that you are most associated with. Air element is like very cerebral, but this is very soulful, very emotional, So I feel that you are very much in tune with your emotions and your intuitions. And I feel that this sea serpent is also associated with our, our creativity for one, and also our chakra. Specifically, if you heard about the Kundalini energy, this is very strongly related to that. Now, I feel that this is also about expressing yourself in the most honest way. Expressing your emotions, expressing your needs, your desires, whatever you want, in a very healthy way, in a balanced way. So, this energy of healing, second chakra energy, this is the second chakra, which is our energy center. That's related to the element of water. You'll see that it's represented by an orange color, but the element of it is water. So, no, this energy being in the upright for you, which means that it's pretty much flowing, in the flow of things. Because the second chakra is, again, like I said, it's the energy center from where we create. It's also related to our reproductive organs and the passion that we have, the excitement that we have. It's also, related to kidneys and the bladder and lower areas. So lower back also comes under the second chakra. So I feel that things are flowing. Things are flowing effortlessly right now. So some of you might be into some kind of meditative practices or mindfulness practices, or you might be, keeping your second chakra. A lot of movement. You might be moving around a lot, or you might be into some kind of yoga practices. There's a lot of chanting also that helps, keep things in flow. So I do feel that your heart's open, your second chakra. It's free-flowing energy where you feel at ease. Your heart is not restless. You are at ease at this point in time. When our second chakra is open and free-flowing, that's when we are not judgmental of others. We are very forgiving. We're very compassionate. All of those Piscean and watery energies are at the best, except the escapism, because we already saw that you're grounded in your emotions, you're grounded in your actions. So the sea serpent energy is very good because you're expressing yourself in the most empathic and compassionate way while staying very grounded. Some of you might be feeling highly creative at this point in time, and in today's times, we can create anything that our heart wants. You just need an idea and you can create it. So, I really like this energy for you, Pisces. Generally, 12th house energy is always on the creative side, and Pisceans never have a problem with creation and with creativity. You might be writing books, you might be creating any kind of thing, and creativity, like I said, it's not just in the creative arts where we're creating media and movies and songs and things like that, but it's it's in anything. It's in our day-to-day lives. You could be cutting vegetables in a creative way. You could be cutting salad in a unique way. You might be preparing some gourmet meals. That's creativity at its peak, at its best. So you could be doing any of those things, or you could be just creative with your words, your writing, whatever that is. So I feel that you're highly creative and your second chakra is, energized and free-flowing. And I feel that, you're highly intuitive, Pisces, and I feel that you are still highly intuitive. Now, if this is not your end, or actually this could be about some profession of yours. You might be into environmental ecosystems or exploring some kind of underwater scuba diving and all of those sports as well. But some of you can also be, if this is not your energy, Pisces, which I hope it is, because it's a really good energy to be in, some of you might be also seeing this around you in your house where people are really creative. Maybe your family, extended family, your neighborhood, you see some lot of creative things happening, like different architectural buildings come up, or people decorating their homes creatively, or a lot of creativity floating around. Maybe you're seeing things that you have never seen before, maybe paintings and art that are unique forms. They're coming up, so you might be seeing a lot of creative energy in your family or around you as well. Or even at a global scale, you might be hearing news of underwater exploration or some kind of, divers, finding treasures in the deeper oceans where, a lot of environmental efforts going on, a lot of oceanic research or related to ocean and water. A lot of news come up around that. I hope it's not flooding, but, that could be a part of it too, where, the community has to go deeper into how to handle water. So you could be seeing incidences like that as well. Some of you could be spending time by the waterfronts, or you could be buying properties by the waterfronts as well, or just spending time around water, maybe going on boats or cruises, or just swimming, or just, by the beach, or just even, having a good shower or bathtub and things like that. So some of you could be spending some time with water or around water. Now, there's a lot of, when I speak of creativity, I'm stuffing of everything, you know. I feel that some of you could be into a lot of blue shades, maybe trying a blue colors of shirts or blue pins inside of your house. You might be interested in blue flowers as well, or you might be interested in fishes and aquarium that you might be getting in your house as well. And you know, when we invite these energies, fish and energies, so you know, you're the fish energy, you know, your guide is the fishes. So some of you might be inviting those energies, and fishes are very lucky for creativity, for money-making endeavors. So some of you could be working on projects that are around or in, you know, relation to water, like building of dams or building of pools. Some of you could be taking to that as well. But I do feel that, however, water plays a huge role in your life. It's going to be very supportive role, and also I feel that it's gonna benefit you at the internal level. Also, it's going to keep your day-to-day flow, seamless. You'll see that your day is effortlessly flowing. Your the interactions with people, or your projects are effortlessly moving forward and things like that. So it could be a very flowing, watery, smooth energy for you as well. Further on, it says, like the sea serpent squall, embrace your depths, the ocean's wisdom flows eternally within you. The next card you have, Pisces, is the King of Cups. So this is absolutely your energy. This is, of course, a father. For the most part, that's what King and Queen energies are about. They are, if not, they are leaders. They're compassionate leaders. They're always balanced in their emotions, and you already saw that from the get-go. Your energy is very balanced. Your head and heart is very balanced. This is someone who is devoted to their family, friends. Look at the picture. You know, there is this dad who is dressed in a professional attire. Looks like a law professional to me, a judge or something like that, a counselor, advisor, could be somebody professional. He's very well dressed, and he has 3 bottles in his hand, you know, to feed his 3 kids. So some of you could have 3 kids, 3 younger kids. Some of you doesn't have to be younger kids. It could be older as well, but 3 kids or any number of kids. So somebody who is devoted, you know, takes care of the household chores, who spends time with the kids, who's very generous, who's very balanced emotionally. So I do feel, Pisces, that you have worked on yourself, because, you know, the Piscean collective energy is, you know, yes, it's the King of Cups, but sometimes, you know, it gets like more harbor ahead kind of energy. But this one, I'm picking up a very balanced energy. Look at this, the 3 kids. One is behind, one is crawling, one is like looking at him, but he's still smiling, you know. He's not like holding his head and tearing his head apart. So I feel that, you know, normally, this is not an easy thing, right? 3 kids around, and they're all doing their thing. And but you balance, this person over here who's standing with 3 bottles is very much balanced. There's no chaos. And I feel that's the same case with you right now. You're not like, you're able to handle all situations. You're not thrown out of balance. You don't go off kilter, you know, when a difficult situation comes up. So I do feel that you are very balanced emotionally, very aware of your own self. You have the deeper understanding. You're able to use your mind and express yourself in a very balanced way. That speaks of how your internal world is balanced. You know, very mature person who's very responsible as well. You see, this mostly there is a mom that would be around kids, but here there is a dad. So this dad is also involved in the family, taking care of kids, big and small. Also very sensitive, very mindful, very careful. You see this person's very mindful that this little kid is crawling in between. He's watching, he's aware of his environment, he's aware of what the kids need, you know. So you're very much aware of your environment, of the emotional needs of yourself and the people around you. You know, this energy is an asset to have, because when, you know, in our today's modern world is full of tensions, full of stress. But, you know, this King of Cups energy knows how to keep it calm and cool and collected. And especially when you're, you know, if your opening card was that you're the responding well to situations, you're not reacting. And that's what exactly it's needed, to keep any situation balanced, calm, and harmonious. And I feel that people are happy to have you around them. I feel that even in the day-to-day, you're very practical. You're very wise. You're very understanding. You're very compassionate, And I feel that, and I feel it's a pleasure, the people that associate with you that you have in your life, and they're happy to have you in theirs. So I feel that you've been through it all, Pisces, very experienced, and I feel that's what has got you to this position. This is also someone who's balanced in their finances because you know how to invest. So I feel that you're also very sound financially. Maybe you've made some purchase or investment in the recent past, or you are about to make some large purchases, what I'm picking up, or some kind of an investment as well. But I feel that you're very cautious and you're very logical about what will make you happy, what kind of investment will make you happy. Now, this can be an investment into people, into companies, into finances, investment of your time as well. So you understand what is practical in every kind of investment scenario. Now, I also feel that, the people, the friends, family, everyone, I feel that you are very caring, towards them. That's what the Piscean energy is. Very nurturing, very caring, very meaningful. I feel all your relationships are very much meaningful. You trust them, they trust you back. You're empathic, and they are, supportive of you. Now, some of you are actually a lot of Pisceans. I feel that you're highly sensitive. But the only caveat with this King of Cups energy is that since you're able to feel everybody's feelings, you can read the room, you can feel what people are feeling, you're that intuitively connected. So just make sure that you wash away all of that by the end of the day, because, a highly sensitive Pisces can absorb everybody's energies and get overwhelmed. So, in order to avoid any kind of overwhelm, if you feel, it's better to have a good night, a good bath before you sleep, so that you wash away all those accumulated sensitive energies. Now, I also feel that some of you might be therapists or healers of some sort. You might be in professions where you're helping people, maybe in the medical profession, maybe. And you could be in any profession, but I feel that even if you are in any profession, you are incorporating some kind of wellness into that. If you're an architect, you're including some kind of a wellness retreat area. If you are an engineer, you're mindful that you're not destroying the environment. You're very mindful of the environment and the neighboring areas, and also caring for your team that's working for you. Some of you could be part of some kind of a healing community. You could be volunteering into that, or you could be just creating some kind of music and videos in regards to, which is very soulful. I feel music and arts, which is very soulful. So I do feel that you're trying to, elevate the people and the world by your energies and volunteering, There is a song by Louis Armstrong. It says, "What a wonderful world." It's a beautiful song. And this one completely resonates with your energy. Listen to that if you haven't heard it. It's called "What a Wonderful World." I also feel there's a beautiful movie that I recall. It's called Green Mile, and in that I recall a character called Johnny Coffey. So see that movie if you haven't seen it, and I'm sure you will resonate with this energy. So I do feel that, a very mature, you could be a mentor. You could be working as a mentor, as an advisor, as a guide. You could be having your own, therapy, practices and things like that. Or you could be advocates, for mental health and mindfulness as well. Some of you could be helping as volunteers in recovering communities, or aiding people, having that need some kind of help, or in recovery neighborhoods as well. And for some of you, I feel that you actually could be doing the daddy care duties, or you could be having somebody around you who is in that energy as well, who's like into maybe, you could be having somebody, you could be married to somebody who's into, daddy care duties as well. Some of you could be into daycare centers, or, looking after smaller kids, or working as teachers or daycare centers as well. Now, I'm also getting very open for energy where you're treating everybody, maybe to candies, to ice cream, to pizza and things like that. So some of you could be just, treating people just for them, just to bring a smile on their faces. Or you could be generously donating to food centers as well. So Pisces, with this energy, you will make great leaders, in any area, whether you're leading teams in corporate or whether you're leading sports teams. And sports teams, they really value leaders, that are empathic, that can understand, that can intuitively read their team, that can plan strategy, but which are not blunt and cutthroat, They take care of their team members, they understand the strengths, and they place those people, those team members, according to their strengths. And they try to calm out situations, any tense situations, because, sometimes sports team handling can become a challenge. So some of you are highly needed in those situations, balancing sports players and things like that. Because you're balanced, you're intuitive. So I feel that you create a very supportive environment. Also, your interactions, you foster smoother and warmer interactions between people. And also with your own personal interaction. So you are the leader that people will look up to. And I feel that you are in leadership positions at this point in time in some way, shape, or form. Below here it says, as the King of Hearts, let your cup overflow with love. The universe's waters heal all souls. And the last card, Pisces, which you have is a message from Cosmos. And it says, say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. So absolutely, this is liberation from old weights and burdens you have been carrying. So it's just like a blank canvas now, new starts. It's like the universe is asking you to drop any kind of regrets or any kind of emotional baggage that you have been carrying around from the past. This will make you feel more freer. It will make your heart and mind more lighter. I do feel you're already in that energy. But maybe there is some lingering kind of a baggage or something that maybe you might be thinking about from time to time, and the universe is asking you to just drop that completely so that you feel free, so that you can just grow, you can just tap into newer opportunities, newer adventures, and yeah, just do your Piscean thing, Sometimes, our past people that we've encountered and, we've broken up with or just left in the past, sometimes we can just think about it like, why did that happen? We could have handled it better. But then at this point in time, the universe is asking you to just drop all of that because you might miss out on newer chances. So just release those burdens, release the baggage. Some of you, it's actually a decluttering, detoxifying way to, detoxify your emotions, detoxify your body, have some herbs or drink some water and fluid and electrolytes, whatever floats your boat, whatever you feel good. That's also one way of detoxifying. This is also decluttering and detoxifying your environment, cleaning it up. If there is any junk or gunk accumulated anywhere in your house, it's a good time to detoxify and declutter. This is also about getting rid of things that you are probably attached to from the past. You can just let that go as well, so that out of sight is out of mind is one thing, especially with the clutter that we accumulate. Once we let it go, that just washes away our emotions. And that's the best way to detoxify. So if you've been holding on to some things from the past, pictures or whatever, I mean, it's your personal choice, but I'm just letting you know that just decluttering is one way of detoxifying and removing the baggage. Now, with leaving the baggage also could mean that, leaving some habits. Maybe you've been carrying too much. It also means that, not only decluttering, but adopting a different kind of lifestyle. Some of you might be just, maybe you accumulated so much and maybe you were all about accumulations, and now this is a message to kind of keep it light. So some of you might already be in that energy of planning to be. This is, of course, when we let go of the baggage, we're forgiving everything that was associated with the past negative resentments and emotions. So we forgive our past, forgive ourselves. Some of you can also be mentoring people in regards to that. So, it's like releasing and freeing yourself from the past. This is a good rebirth, and now you can just, do what makes you happy. Do what makes your heart sing and dance. Now, these emotions could be, or these memories, or these negative experiences, hold us back for long. There's lots that, we endure in the day. And if we still keep holding on to the past, life gets really serious and heavy. So just take it easy and, rebuild your life, or just build your life in a new way, in a new, freer way. For some of you, this could be leaving behind outdated beliefs. What held you back, that the beliefs that caused pain. So you might be, of course, we evolve on a daily basis, and now you're ready to completely let those outdated beliefs just stay in the past. Some of you could be, changing. Maybe when it comes to outdated, you might be even releasing all the outdated stuff in your house, appliances, old books, old clothes, old, accumulated stuff, decor and things like that. You might be redoing your home. You might be maybe redoing your house, or bringing in new decor, or you might be even flipping your house. Maybe you want to live in a newer neighborhood. You might be, selling off your old house, moving to a newer neighborhood, starting new and fresh, or to a new city, starting new and fresh, or a new hobby. So I feel that whatever you start now, you will start with a fresh and for your heart and mind. So this is like, a clean slate, free from any kind of burden, any kind of pressure, any kind of negative sentiment. So it's a clean slate. And being in this energy is really good, because you'll see it in yourself. You'll see the difference. You'll be happier. You'll be contented. You'll be satisfied. You have more deeper, meaningful relationships. You're okay with doing nothing. You don't have to just keep yourself busy, to keep yourself occupied, to keep yourself distracted, to keep yourself, so that you don't have to think about things. You can just sit with yourself, with your thoughts, without having to run away from them. So I do feel that, some of you will feel really light, light mood, happy, clear, open-hearted, able to mingle with other people, go out there, socialize, and you'll feel freer, even if you're decluttering your space. Removing all the old junk and gunk from your house, you will feel so nice in a decluttered space. If you put on a fresh paint or coat of paint on your walls, bring in new plants, change up the decor a little bit, shift the chairs here and there, put the table here and there, it just shifts the energy. And I feel that just, changes our mood. It changes our mood, changes our sentiments. So some of you could be in that energy as well. Now further down it says, wave farewell to yesterday's stars, your cosmic path gleams with new infinite light. So breathe energy here, Pisces. Those were your messages, and hope you enjoyed them. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.